Welcome, college computer scientists. Um, so what we want to make and upload, we want a page that sort of works like this, that can go in between two different pages. And I'm going to use this page 2 as our template. So I already copied all this page to my Sublime. It looks like this, and it basically shows up with my favorite fish, my name, blank, and a video, and then a link. And what we need to do is we need to make a 3-page link. So this actually has the same stuff on each page. But the big thing you need to look at is like homepage and I'm going to write page 2. That sounds better. One thing I do need to add too is this thing called a CSS file. And what this is going to be is just these rules to give it the color and the style that I want. And I'm going to have to save this as a CSS file. So I'm going to call it style. And I'm actually going to save it in my desktop to a new folder called, so I'm going to make a new folder first of all. And I'm going to call it lecture -3. And I'm calling this that because that's what I want it to be called. So then I'm going to save this also to lecture 3, and it's going to be called page 1 HTML. This one's going to be called page 2, and I'm going to save it as HTML. So you can see now in this folder, right here, I have page 1, page 2, and page 3. One thing that looks off is this needs to be saved as an HTML file. So now that looks right. So I'm going to add one more page. And I'm literally just going to copy and paste this and save it as page 3. And it's got the style and all this. That's perfect. So I'm going to click Save As, page 3, save it as HTML, and bam, we got it. So this one still doesn't look right. Why does it not look right? There we go. So I've got my 3 pages and they're all in my lecture 3 folder. So when I click on this, why is this not? There we go. Now they all have a little Chrome browser. They look good. You need to make sure they all have links. So like when I'm looking at the Sublime text, I have these A tags that go in between. And I'm going to change page 2 to take me to page 3. And I'm also going to add a link to the home page. And I'm just making this look nicer by deleting it. It's page 1. Make sure page 2 has that too, so I'm just going to copy it. Paste it here. Oops, I should send page 2 for this one so they can all link to each other. And bam, so we have our links to, this is page 3. You can go back to page 2 and page 1. This is page 2, and it all looks good. So just make sure you save everything correctly. Bam. No, I don't want it to do that. Okay. Okay, everything's saved. Now we're going to go into our file manager and you look for your name, and mine is Mr. Miyagi. and I'm going to upload that folder. But you actually, if you remember, what you have to do first is extract this to a zip. So you can go send to compressed zip folder, and bam, it's right there. So I'm just going to drag this in here, and it gets 100%. And then let's check if it works. So yeah, I did. We're going to extract it again. And you can see we have all of our pages. They look good. Oops, did I not click extract? That looks good. Okay, so let's check to see if it worked. So we're going to go to the Berkeley City page. And we should see something that says Mr. Miyagi. Yours is going to say your name. And I see lecture 3. When I click on page 1, that works. Page 2. And they all go in between each other. That's what we want. So I still should delete this zip file. And make sure you skip it to trash, might as well. And I'm also going to delete one of these files because there's an extra one. This one's extra. And so let's go here. Let's see if it works. Berkeley City College, fall 2020. When I click on Mr. Miyagi, oops, we should be looking at lecture 2 and lecture 3. So I'm missing lecture 1. When we click on lecture 2, it goes to my avatar. That's Deja's though. When I go to lecture 3, it should have 3 pages, and I added a CSS one. I have my page 1 and page 2. And I can see all these, and they all go in between each other. You can see it moving around up here. So that's it. And good luck.